Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Monday, April the 13th, 2026, during the second week of Easter. The lectionary reading is from the Old Testament book of Judges. The book of Judges covers a period in the history of the people of God. Joshua, Moses' replacement, had led the people of God across the Jordan River. He was now dead. No new military, political, or religious leader emerged in his place, and everyone acted according to their own judgment. Whenever people drifted away from their relationship with God, their enemies would enslave them. In response, they would cry out to God for help, and He would raise up a leader to guide them into battle and grant them victory. The lectionary reading is from the book of Judges, chapter 6, where God raised up an inexperienced young man, Gideon, whose name meant great warrior. He was to go against the nation that had enslaved them for 7 years. It was a difficult time for the people. Gideon was afraid and hiding in the winepress, threshing wheat so the family could eat. And an angel appeared and said to him, "The Lord is with you, valiant warrior." Gideon was not pleased to be called a valiant warrior and questioned why the Lord had forsaken the people, allowing their enemies to prevail. The angel reassured him that the Lord would use him to achieve this purpose. Gideon gathered men to go into battle with him, but first he asked for a sign to confirm that God would use him to deliver the people. He laid out a wool fleece on the floor and asked that it be wet with dew while the ground around it remained dry. The following morning, he squeezed the wool fleece to wring out the dew, and the ground around it was dry. However, Gideon remained unconvinced and asked that the sign be reversed, so dew covered the ground while the wool fleece stayed dry. That night, God granted Gideon's request. In the morning, the fleece wool was dry, yet the ground was still covered in dew. Despite these signs, Gideon remained afraid. Gideon needed a reminder of the angel's words. "The Lord is with you, and you are a valiant warrior." When you and I face tough circumstances, we need to remember that we can trust the Lord's presence and we can rely on Him even in our darkest moments.